Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Rural Doc Allen podcast. I'm excited to welcome to Rural Doc Allen Lindeman. Doc, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing very well here, Neil. And you?
I'm doing fantastic. And our topic today is what you need to know about your temperature after you leave the hospital. Is one thermometer better than another?
Well, thermometers have evolved over the years. When I was little, we had the mercury thermometer, the glass, and that was my favorite. And I used that when I was an orderly, too. But we've gone to the ear thermometer, and I don't like that because it measures the wax and the temperature of the wax in the ear. We also have the temporal thermometer, but you have to be very careful with that. Those things are all quick, so the nurses like them. There's still the thermometer that you can put under your tongue, but it has a disposable plastic cover. That's the one I like.
When should you check your temperature at home?
Well, 8 in the morning and 8 at night would be the best because in the morning it's the lowest, in the evening it's the highest. Pregnant women and postpartum women don't run a fever very easily, so if their temperature is over 100 degrees, they should probably call their doctor, whether it's 8 in the morning or 8 at night. They should also check their temperature if they're feeling cold. You want to put on more clothing, want to turn up the heat in the house, want to get some more blankets on, take a hot shower. Those are all reasons to think that you might be running a fever.
What are the 5 most common causes of post-fever in the first week after you go home?
Well, I think the most common one for most women would be an infection in the uterus. You can tell that because there's some pain with it, fever with it, and probably some discharge, which you'd rather not have. Then the next one would be a breast infection, and that's usually red hot, hard, and sore in a spot about 1.5 inches or 2 inches in diameter. Sometimes that can become an abscess. You can go to the doctor and have it drained. You should always breastfeed because that will unplug the plug duct. Another problem would be a bladder infection, and that's not necessarily a big problem, but postpartum it can turn into a kidney infection, and that can cause a lot of trouble. And then, of course, there's episiotomy infection if you have an episiotomy. These are, for the most part, not a problem, but sometimes they can get to be very serious. And finally, if you have a cesarean section, you can have an infection any place in the abdominal wall and in the uterus. So if you have anything that's even remotely red, hot, hard, and sore along that incision, call your doctor or go in.
All right, and the best place to go is ruraldocallen.com and safepregnancy.com. Appreciate it, Doc.
Thank you, Neil.
All right, that was the Rural Doc Allen podcast, guys. Take care.